Humphrey, Roquan Smith, both dealing with injuries. They keep piling up. How do you respond defensively?
Hey, next man up. We'll play well.
Appreciate it, thanks.
That's all you can do, but it is getting pretty serious. You talk about the subs that are in there on that defense. Okay, Kansas City's first half of the second half is a give to Worthy. Already had a 35-yard run in that first half. As well as a 37-yard catch. Here are the numbers for the quarterbacks in the first half, Tom. I mean, you said it before we went to break. I mean, that's as good as the Chiefs have looked in a while. And then they're getting the ball down the field. And I think a lot of that's created in some ways by actually making you feel like they're going to run the football. And they did. They actually committed to it with 11 out of the first, I would say, 26 plays or 30 plays. So they need to continue with that. Get into the obvious passing situations where you take it down. Ravens have 6 defensive backs out there as they run it with Pacheco. 2 runs to start. On Andy Reid, like, but that's what gives you the chance for Worthy to be one-on-one. Here's who was seeing the pit. No, this is why I think you can just hand up. You don't need to pull these guys. You got Humphrey, Trey Smith on the inside. I mean, they can mash and just move people. 3rd and 1. Everybody's pointing the Chiefs' way. Yeah, that's a bad penalty. That's on the Chiefs. Pre-snap. Or someone called timeout. Or someone wants to check the spot.
Kansas City is challenging the ruling on the field of the previous play that the runner was short of the line to gain.
Interesting. Here's a look at it. Pacheco. Yeah, look, I think he's got it there. His knee was not down.
Say you get a surf shack on Airbnb. Now you can also get a surf lesson with a pro surfer.
That's so fun.
Or if you get a place in Mexico City, you can also get a taco tasting with a food critic. You can even get a home in the heart of Seoul and a dance class, K-pop style. Homes, experiences, and services. Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb.
I got something coming up. Something got big. My name's Chad. You take your helmet off. Fine. I'm just gonna leave it on. Fine. Yeah, in this helmet I feel strong. Like a strong, powerful male. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Which means make a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now, get a sausage McMuffin with that meal for $5.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away. Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal Days.
So how did these 3 end up in this Vegas speakeasy with a story no one will believe? It began with ringside seats from BetMGM. That meant anything was possible. So I'm chatting with this guy, that guy, this guy, another guy, gave them a password that led down here, through here, and along here, up here, and helped them open this door. Actually, a bookcase with a hostess named Jules and an epic spot, making a night where anything can happen. BetMGM. Make it legendary. Fire away, you know, man.
UFC's no-host Bart Leader. It's time for Dana White.
Yeah, I got it. 4 hours, 60 minutes.
60 minutes. New season begins tonight.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any of the use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
And the Chiefs are going to win this challenge. Chiefs territory, the knee, when it was down, he'd already crossed the line.
Yeah, Jim, I think a real good challenge by Coach Reid there. You can see Pacheco's knee is off the ground. He makes the 45-yard line, and you've got a first down there instead of 3rd and short.
So it's 1st and 10. That's actually a big challenge right there because this is not a team you're like trusting 100% just to jam it right at you, right? Right. That's that was pretty nifty. Kelsey threw a big block for him to pick up 11 or 12 in the first down. You're exactly right. Kelsey coming off your left side. Watch him. He's going to pull, fit right up into the middle, take on Buchanan. That's a Hall of Fame tight end. Who's known, and look at the pancake at the end. I know you love pancakes. Yeah, all the time. I tell you, that looked like Pacheco from a couple years ago right there. And that's them going right downhill. I love this. Going right downhill. That time they pulled it, but I actually just appreciate hitting that A-gap quickly, not slow developing. That Smith, the rookie, and running back. First down. Inside the 20. Steps out at the 15-yard line. He is returned and he has produced 28 yards to Worthy to go with another 35-yard grab earlier. And this is going to be a route where I'm threatening deep, and you just go up and end up doing a unique comeback. But you see right here, this is why you get one-on-one outside. Two reasons. One, they just ran the ball 3 straight times to come out in the second half. And now you get one-on-one coverage because the safety has to come down and help in the run. And the last one, it was like this. That leaves him one-on-one outside. Keep doing it. First and 10, Pacheco. His fifth carry goes for about 4. Worthy now has 118 total yards in this game. Well, it's a lot easier when the quarterback knows before the snap you're one-on-one. If you have to read it after the snap, you might have to look other places, and you eventually don't get there. And that's because they're running the ball, and that's unique for them to be this committed to it. But I love it. I'm just saying, if you're a Chiefs fan, I love it. If you're a Ravens fan, I'm like, I don't like it. Stop the run. From the 12, in a 2nd and 6. Nobody runs with the motion. That means it's zone. Little passes right away. Boom. Into a man. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyquan Thornton. This is Patrick Mahomes and the design. Right here, we're going to run through the middle. And Buchanan comes off. And I talked earlier about the inside linebackers having to improve a little bit. Buchanan's been exposed. Smith, we know he's great. But right there, that has hurt them a little bit. Too easy. Mahomes knows it. Like the back of his hand. One thing about all this absence of Worthy and Rice is they were able to develop Tyquan Thornton into a threat. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. A cast-off from the Patriots who were 4-13 last year, but waived them late in the year.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, you can simply arrive. Won't make an entrance. Stick to the agenda. Over experience something unexpected. With IHG's 20 hotel brands, you can guess how you guessed.
What you got to say?
New Balance, we got now. Okay, your home, auto, and business vehicle are all protected with Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Oh, it sounds like someone could use a vacation. A what? A vacation. Like taking a break from the stresses of life and work. Oh, like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. No. Oh, like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. No. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes. No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know, I've never been on one either.
gusta la comida buena. Este sabor me desespera. Con ganas me la como entera. Me gusta la comida buena.
Let's take a look at some bold moves presented by Wingstop. Well, the bold move? Patrick Mahomes is very bold. He's going to fire right in there, and this is just a great design play by Andy Reid, Matt Nagy, offensive coordinator. But this is Thornton really coming on. He called it his ability getting down the field last week, and they put him in the tight end spot. And if Thornton can do that, and he gets the other guys back there, and even Mahomes is still teaching him right here. And that's because it's like we need more reps with each other. But you're seeing once they get under his umbrella, it looks like they're going to be okay. Here's the kick into the landing zone. To Bill. So about the 29 or 30. This makes it harder right now to commit to the run, like we said. But you have to do it if you're Baltimore. Get the ball to Derrick Henry, then use your legs more. Almost 8 different receivers in this game. They haven't punted. They had to miss field goal from 56 yards. It's the only possession that did not produce points. 3 touchdowns to 3 different players. They're playing great. Baltimore's decimated with injuries, but they were playing great before as well. Here's Henry. About 5. Running right into Cook. It's update time. That means it's time to shine.
Love it, Jim Nance. Caleb Williams. It's time to shine. It's Rome Odunze. 27-yard connection. That's 5 touchdown catches for Rome on the season. Bears leading the Raiders 16-4.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. Yeah, Odunze. He's been quite a force here at the start of the season. 5 yards on that last carry. It feels like it's been an hour of real time since Derrick Henry touched the ball. Take it to him here, and Jackson turns upfield, picks up the first down. This is exactly what we talked about coming out of halftime. Make the game simple. Give the ball to Derrick Henry, then your offense flows from that. And I understand when you're in shotgun and you want to get an 11 personnel and throw the ball around. But if Derrick Henry's in the game, you have to account for that from a defensive perspective. That's why Lamar was able to keep that and make it look easy. Because Derrick's in there. That's 2 running plays by the Ravens by back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners, 2015 and 2016. First down. Fake the run to Henry. Pressure. Flings it. Pulled down by Bateman. Okay, they bought time. Nice job there to find Bateman. On the Kansas City side of the 50, pick up the 24. This is their offense, though. You run the ball, you get time. The quarterback runs it. Now look at how long. He comes all the way across the field. I mean, literally, Bateman's on the far left side, and he gets all the way outside the numbers on the right. And it's because they're all having to go down the line like Loftus and Chris Jones right here, as they try and stop Henry, keep him in the game, and give him touches. So when Henry was in the area, Bateman made the catch. It's down the middle, pulled down by Flowers, his 3rd catch. As Derrick Henry picked up the blitz to give Lamar enough time to sling it. You're exactly right. It's 15. It's a great route by Flowers, leaning back in to McDuffie there. And here's the hurry up. Hurry up and just give the ball to Derrick Henry. And there he goes. And boy, he cradled that football, securing it with both hands, got 5. That's the 4 points of contact, Jim. Yep. One arm is 3. But he put the second one on, it's 4. Look at that. He's not going to fumble that one. I just love it from a coaching perspective. If you teach somebody, say, hey, this is a priority this week, make it important. He has. From the 15, 2nd and 5. Here it goes again. He's a yard short. So now you got the 3rd and a long one. I give the Ravens credit for staying committed to the run, being down 17. Sometimes you want to get a score quickly. It's like, just go get a score. Got 1 You know they're going to say, we got 2 down, so we got a yard. We should have Derrick Henry, right? Yeah, right. Right? Not in there. Still instead. That's why it was spy right there. Trouble, and he's decked. A sack by Karlaftis. That surprised you, Tony? I think we just talked about it. As soon as the threat of Derrick Henry is almost as important as giving him the ball. As soon as Justice Hill comes in, I now can throw my dime package, my nickel package, and all the cool stuff with the spy in, but I'm not going to go put a linebacker over a guard if Derrick Henry can get the ball running right at me. Instead, it's a loss of 4 and a field goal attempt from 32 yards for Luke. And the rookie kicks it through, bringing it to a 14-point margin. It's disappointing for the Raven Nation. They didn't get 7 out of that one. They had all the signs of it.
That's it. That's the sound. It's a story you want to tell. You're not a bar band musician anymore. This is like a to I think we got that. Yeah, we got that one. Delivered from nowhere. Only Peters, rated PG-13. Good is good enough for some, but not for you. Because you know there's nothing like traveling the world with the largest curated global hotel program and having a place to land with the largest global airport lounge network. Nothing like having dining benefits at over 10,000 Resi restaurants and having experiences you'll never forget. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Platinum.
Let's get started. Bill, where's your ass? I really tried sleeping with it, everybody, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire. Inspire? Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with just a click of this button. A button? No mask? Just sleep. You need the hose, you need the air, you need the...
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
The Q4 continues tonight with Sunday Night Football as the Packers face the Cowboys on NBC and concludes with 2 games Wednesday. Jets Dolphins on ESPN and Bengals Broncos on ABC. Then Week 5 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
These amazing shots in today's game are provided by Nationwide. We talk about the Chiefs trying to get back to 2-2 on the season. I hear the Chargers beat them week 1 down in Brazil. They were undefeated coming into the week, but lost to the Giants. Change like that, all of a sudden, Kansas City be a game back that wins here. Yep. Here's the return. It breaks it. Romeo delivers a stiff arm. He got it all the way to the 50-yard line. Nico Romeo, the late season addition last year off the practice squad, breaks it for 47 yards. They're going to bounce out off that hit. It's an outstanding job, and then you see the stiff arm at the end. And Dave Toub, one of the great special teams coaches in the National Football League, but Remigio does the rest for it and then finishes right there, and that will give you a spark. We talked about it earlier in the game. One of these teams is going to have one big spark to deliver a stiff arm on the kicker. Kickers don't like to get the stiff arm. I mean, I actually was impressed by the kicker actually being right there. Swing over to Tennessee. Falls forward for about 6. Tracy.
Vrabel officially out for this game?
This is absolutely. I mean, this early in the season, to have 6 starters out, Humphrey and Smith. Go with the ones that were inactive or IR this week. Van Noy inactive, and then Travis Jones unable to go with a knee, and then the IR for Matabike and Roderick Washington. 2nd and 3. Fake. That's one of those backups coming and making a nice tackle. Martin with the tackle. Martin's undrafted free agent you're playing, and you see right here, you get pushed by your own guy, which helps you kind of get back up and then try and finish the play. But Martin, that's a teaching technique on how to tackle it out in space. Gray is around, but staying in the huddle. Third and 2. Hand off to Martin. He's got the first. And he spins around for a couple of extra yards out of that. They just can't stop him. Too many starters out. Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't get the same push up front. And this is the old Ravens. Look at how big this hole is. And this is the part. You've got to get off blocks. And you've got to be able to shed the blocks and come off. And that's been literally, there's Van Noy. They can't wait for him to come back. One of their top edge rushers for sure. In Pro Bowler a year ago, out with a hamstring for the 2nd straight week. He drafts up right to give him a little bit of hope. Sometimes a little bit, I guess, but just not quite ready. Back to Hunt, just had his third down conversion. And he'll tack on a couple of yards. That's a 4th down conversion. Kareem. I mean, you see how committed. We talked about Baltimore being committed, running the ball coming out in this half. Kansas City's been that way. Made it look effortless so far. It's amazing how the game gets simpler when you can hand the ball off. Then you get one-on-one on the outside. 2nd and 9. Like right here, only one safety back. That means these guys are one-on-one. Smith-Schuster, first down. Juju already with a touchdown on this one. And they tried to hide it. They run back to zone. Cover 2, but Smith-Schuster, kind of a similar type of route. When he scored earlier, those tight contested throws inside, and that's going to happen when you drop away out 99 on the D-line saying, cover this wide receiver. That's tough. Another 12 yards on that connection. Smith-Schuster, and another 12 yards. Oh, he knew he was close to break that one for a 2nd touchdown. You're reading the weak side linebacker. You can hand it off. If the weak side linebacker falls over, you throw it to his area. And the fact that he didn't move, great job by Smith-Schuster, widening his angle. And you see the little second base to first base, little shortstop throw, second baseman throw. No one better at it than Mahomes. Mahomes now 22 of 32, 242. How many touchdowns and interceptions? 3-0 as they go back to the ground with Hunt. Working that middle for 2 or 3 more. You're already down. As you and Tracy have said, 6 guys. Now we're going to keep them on the field for a very, very long drive, which feels like a long time, but just keeps making these guys get tired. John Harbaugh knows they're just fighting the clock as much as the score. Calls Tupou over to the sideline. That guy that was just brought up this week. 2nd and 9. Mahomes to Worthy. Good piece of tackling by Kyle Hamilton. The biggest star left out there, healthy. That flag is going to go against Kansas City. It'll be a procedure penalty, I believe.
Illegal formation on the offense as the tight end was covered up by the wide receiver. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
This is on Hollywood Brown
Number 5, you can only have 7 guys on line of scrimmage. You got the 5 linemen. You can't have Kelsey and Brown on the line of scrimmage on the left side, which they were there. So you see this line right here? He's on the line of scrimmage. He's got to be off. See how this receiver's off? In the bottom, one of the two.
Mix them up to the 15, 2nd and 14. From the pocket. Now, being chased by Robinson. Can't throw it down. He was past the line of scrimmage and then stepped back behind it. You can't do that.
The funny part is he was behind, but once you go past it,
You can't return.
they don't let you return to glory.
You heard everybody groan in the stadium.
That was your line.
The return to glory.
Offense number 15. 5-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Also down. Slow down.
It did sound familiar.
What do you see right here? It's like, run. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. Well, now he's passed.
Yeah, he's passed by almost 2 yards past. Almost step back and fling it.
Lucky it was an interception.
Mahomes had not thrown a first half touchdown pass until today through 2. He's added another one in this quarter.
He just said what he said. I think he felt all the fans yelling. He was behind. He went past, then returned.
Third and 19.
Yeah.
See if he can challenge the secondary and win one more time.
Or is it a check?
Screw. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Back to Smith-Schuster. Weaving through traffic. He's not going to get to where he needs to go. Wrestled down by Awuzie. And Butker returns to the field.
It's a smart play, even though you have Patrick Mahomes. It's a 2-score game. No matter what happens here, we're going to ensure that we go 3 scores.
Well, James Winchester, the second longest tenured chief behind Travis Kelce, will snap it back.
And now we've got to go block a kick. At least it's whoever you're talking about at those times.
Yes, notice how you do that.
Yeah, they got
You use them equally. Always. Use it on the home, Butker on the move. The kick is good for 31. Back up to a 17-point margin.
I'm stumped. Friendly Insurance Wizard, first letter G. Jupiter?
Come on, you just wish to Geico for car insurance? Did exactly what you needed.
Friendly people at Geico weren't lizards.
Think European accent. Yay big.
Napoleon?
No, not even a lizard.
Maybe I can help. No way, it's the Geico Gecko.
This guy knows crosswords.
64 across is Quibble. Thank you.
Get more support.
Is that how you spell Fracasha?
Get more with Geico.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Lots of protein, tasty sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
This is a can of Valspar Ultra for $29.98. It's also a realization that you'd rather exercise your mind. Valspar, affordable, durable, available at Lowe's. Coming to the stage this Friday, it's Ned's first team karaoke night. But he's wondering,
What if my flaky red plaque psoriasis takes center stage? Next up, we have Ned.
what if Ned knew he could treat differently?
Otezla is a pill that treats plaque psoriasis even in hard-to-treat areas. You can get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over 10 years. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts.
With Otezla, clear skin could be your jam. Live in the moment. Struggling on topicals? Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Y'all ready to have some fun tonight?
Playing the show could have given me a career of a lifetime.
Being on tour is tough.
We're going to see what it takes to make it.
The Road, Sunday, October 19th for CBS Premier League. I think we have a big story on our hands here. Lamar Jackson was being attended to during that break by a couple of trainers. He had something wrapped around his right leg, possible hamstring issue, and Cooper Rush is warming up. Cooper Rush, the former Cowboy, they signed as free agent in the offseason. Ball scooped up by Ali, and Rush has to come out inside the 20. This is the last play. As you see, Rush is taking the field, confirmed. And this was the last play for Lamar. If you see anything here, get to his feet quickly. Comes the helmet again. It didn't look like anything severe. He sits. Rush enters. This will be a completely different plan. You might have a little spark. Andrews, driven to the ground by Chanel. Let's go down to Tracy.
Jim, I've been watching Lamar down here for a little while, and I can tell you he's extremely frustrated. John Harbaugh came over to see if he was okay. I got word that it is a hamstring injury, and he is questionable to return.
Just can't believe all these pounding injuries. 2nd and 10. Andrews again. Andrews has made 6 catches in this game. The longest one has gone for 7 yards. Oh, I think you're going to find it right now. Remember, Cooper Rush has played a lot of football. You see right here, right? He had that really good start with Dallas when he won like 6 or 7 in a row to start. He was playing. This is a tough test, but you're not going to see the same spine and stuff. They're going to pressure. Guys are going to come. And you're probably going to get an offsides call normally on that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Offside. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty. It's still 3rd down. Charles Omenihu, who tore an ACL in that AFC Championship game up in Baltimore at the end of the 23 season. Time running out on the quarter. We're going to head to the 4th with Kansas City in full control. And the depleted Ravens unable to stop the Kansas City offense. Jackson is sitting. Chiefs are leading it by 17.
A triple dipper only at Chili's lets you combine your 3 Chili's favorites, like honey chipotle chicken crispers or Chili's world famous fried mozzarella. Now, that is one seriously good cheese book. The Chili's triple dipper tastes with all the hype's about.
Caught an early flight. See you there.
Finally beating your siblings to the good room on family vacation. That's what the world's biggest airline can do for you, baby bro.
I'm 26. Georgie Vandy's first marriage seems to be going good.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
That's 5 goods if anyone's counting. CBS, October 16th. FBI News to Monday, premiering October 13th. Part of CBS Premiere Week. Move your car without removing it all. How it should. The Hyundai Tucson. Right now, lease a Hyundai Tucson for $209 a month. Get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Great, right?
I love it.
They got Wi-Fi going.
Like the fire.
You got it?
You can go back to
It's a very, very, very fine house. Now everything is easy.
It's
Spectrum Fiber Power Internet, the most reliable internet you can count on. It's only everything.
Look closely. You'll see the great outdoors and an SUV fully equipped to conquer it. A 4x4 designed to handle muddy trails and steep hills. Load up the gear and load up on adventure. The Ford Bronco SUV. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Right now, competitive owners can lease a Ford Bronco for $299 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford stores. CBS News New York, your home for the biggest stories.
Back at GEHA Field and Arrowhead Stadium, where the Chiefs last year were undefeated at home. They lost their home opener this year to the Eagles with 2. And here on 3rd and 1, the Kansas City defense opened up the fourth quarter, and Chris Jones makes the stop. This emotional day for the big man, an all-pro. Flying in the last minute after attending a funeral of a loved one in Mississippi.
Our thoughts and prayers with him and his family. When he just showed up right there, he completely pushed the offensive line into the backfield. Huge fourth down right now. Gotta have if you're a Ravens fan.
4th and 2, Cooper Rush. Can't throw it away now. It's 4th down. That doesn't do you any good.
Great job by Kansas City, but that's not good by Cooper here. Think about Andrews on the backside. Go through your progression on 4th down.
So the Chiefs take over at the 24-yard line. Yeah, you've just might as well throw it across the middle of the field. If it's that desperate a time to go for it at your own 24-yard line.
And he had enough time to go through the full progression, and Mark Andrews is open. But you just get out there. You haven't played in a while. It's not as easy as it just looks on TV. I will say the Chiefs are incredible at short yardage on defense. Remember those sneak stops with Josh Allen last year when nobody could?
Chiefs starting a drive for the 3rd time in Baltimore territory. Deal with Pacheco. Hey, you start thinking about it. We knew someone was going to walk out of here 1 and 3, and who could handle 1 and 3 the best. And I thought there could be a case made, just looking at the AFC North, that in Baltimore's situation, they were the ones who dropped to 1 and 3. You got Cincinnati and Cleveland. Don't want to write anyone off too early, but you got Pittsburgh, which won today over in Ireland. You would think, okay, they're fully capable of still winning that division. Yes, it's an issue now about seeding, maybe, for these elites later in the year. In Baltimore's case, with a loss here today, they will have already lost to Buffalo and Kansas City.
Yeah, you're right. And we're going to talk about it after this.
Pass over the head. Again, this game's not final yet. Now Smith-Schuster. Now, the interesting thing, the Ravens don't play on the road. Here we are late September. They don't go on the road until the last weekend of October. They have 3 home games and a bye coming up.
No, I think you were exactly right. The way you were just talking about that, I felt like this was more of a must-win, but it was really important for the Chiefs. I think the Ravens' schedule, like you said, it gets tougher, especially with them looking exposed, especially if Lamar is out for any extended period of time. And hamstring, as we know, since our quarterback who uses his legs a lot, that could be a little while.
He's the last quarterback you want to have a hamstring injury with. Here's the pass with Pacheco, able to find through it, and it is. Oh my goodness, that was Wiggins who delivered the blow. And it's Wiggins who's hurt. Oh my goodness, another Raven down.
He's been playing as well at the quarterback position of his team as anybody, so that's another monster injury. Roquan, him, at a BK.
Watch this effort by Pacheco.
I mean, the hits, no one's been playing better than Wiggins.
Okay, the injury. We're going to step aside for a moment.
And situations like this really pay off.
Purdy, outside floater, incomplete for Sky Moore. Got Jordan Lewis in coverage that time. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Yeah, Liam Cohen talked to us about this yesterday, right? We have a chance to make life easier on ourselves in the second half. Just clean up some of these things. All the penalties for Jacksonville and leaving points out there. That's why this game is still within reach. We saw Tampa Bay making a game against Philly today. Minnesota came back against Pittsburgh and they were down early. There it is. As soon as it was touched by Riddle, holding outside for more, and he is there to snatch that ball for the first down in front of Campbell. 17-yard pickup and a first down for San Francisco.
You see the quick step as soon as Riddle touches it, and then Brock Purdy navigating the pocket and then exploiting those defenders out on the flat, getting outflanked late. They just squeeze, and that's so in zone coverage. We talked about this, Adam, but the defenders become like moths to a light, and the light is your eyeballs. Wherever you start looking, that defense is going to shift. And Brock is doing an excellent job of getting back all the way across the
Big to Robinson. That's huge check over the middle. There's the huge strategy, and Kevin Boyd on the stop is good enough for a first down at the 21-yard line.
I'm telling you, when they watch this tape back, I guarantee you this is not the way these plays are particularly drawn up. Brock Purdy is playing out of the parking lot right now. Telling guys, run to the blue Cadillac and turn around. This is unbelievable that he's been able to move the ball down the field like this. I'm telling you, it's going to make the cut-up tape as the exotic completions in the offseason.
Off the motions. Purdy the screen to the left. George Lucas. Jake Georges is in the end zone. For the second time in his NFL career. The Niners are winning the score.
I want you to focus on Kobe right here, getting up and kicking out. Fake the screen to the right, quick, and then dump it underneath. Once again, the sequencing this entire drive. Brock Purdy's ability to create within the pocket, keep plays alive, and then find Payton right there. I wish they would have had 3 more points on top of this, though.
Going through to make it a 5-point game. 7:40 to play. And James did not catch a pass his first few years in the NFL. Has come up with 2 big touchdowns in the absence of George Kittle so far this year. The Niners still in.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the George bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go Dogs!
Yeah. So we need to.
And it's not. Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss, dumb. At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Hey, Mark Boy.
These guys are crazy.
Man, this takes me down.
All your Y2K favorites are back for only $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
Good is good enough for some, but not for you. Because you know there's nothing like traveling the world with the largest curated global hotel program and having a place to land with the largest global airport lounge network. Nothing like having dining benefits at over 10,000 Resi restaurants and having experiences you'll never forget. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Platinum.
If Jerry knew football the way Tom Brady knows football, he would in no way be able to handle it.
Come on, Ryan. You gotta look off the safety before when the safety takes down. Just rip the seam.
Nobody knows football
Come on, but you better.
like Tom Brady. I ain't been thrown in some fancy. I draw from that energy, the passion, the togetherness. That's what our fans are. I think they shouldn't change. Fan like your party at NFLShow.com.
Jaguars won the first 2 meetings
Vikings against San Francisco. Niners have won the last 5 since. The last time the Jaguars beat San Francisco, David McCarthy was at quarterback. Mark Sanchez and I were in our freshman years in our colleges. And Chris Brown's Won It is the #1 song in America. Right now, the Jaguars are holding on to what feels like a tenuous lead of just 5 now. Still half a quarter to play. Niners with the touchdown. They're right back in it. There's 2. They'll be quick return already today. Find some space. And they'll take it near the 30-yard line. There's a flag for homecoming. In fact, on the far side of the field, near midfield. Check the marker. Busy day for Cleveland Lakeland and Company. Late the lead official for Super Bowl 50.
Return. Personal foul. Number 26. 15-yard penalty. First down. Jacksonville.
That is a Jason Lucas unnecessary roughness penalty. Jason Lucas flag for it. That tags on 15 yards for Jacksonville's field position. So they'll be just shy of the 45-yard line. Super Bowl 60, of course, will take place after this season. It will be this building at Levi Stadium.
Well, there's ETN back in the ball game.
Jaguars have gotten a lot of offensive traction since that 89-yard touchdown drive. Lawrence to Thomas, into the mix, and a solid yard gain on first down in front of Diamador Lenore. Again, though, we keep talking about some of the points that they've left out on the field. The offense hasn't really gotten going in the second half. If you hit a field goal here, guess what? It's still a one-possession game. It only need an 8-point lead, so this feels like a big drive for Jacksonville to try to get 6.
You know, they're fun. He's aggressive. You might go for it either way.
Plus territory for ATN. There's nothing there. Vitor Gross Matos, those edge guys who's filling in for the injured Nick Bosa on the stop, and here is a 3rd down.
Well, they said somebody's got to step up. For Nick Bosa, part of that is those interior guys. Ain't no offensive lineman and let it through Warner and T. Winters. Don't lay the hat and knock these runners in the backfield.
It's Lawrence trying to fight ahead. He got close to the sticks, may have gotten past them. It looked to be good enough for a first down by the naked eye. Let's see what Cleat does. First down, Jacksonville. They snapped the streak of 6 straight 3rd down stops for San Francisco.
Well, the initial surge doesn't get anything, but don't forget, Trevor Lawrence, he's 6'6", and he gets a good push from behind with Hunter Long.
That's his second quarterback sneak for a conversion today. They signed the 47 San Francisco. Continues to move here 5 minutes. Here's ETN. He slices ahead on his speed. Anton Harrison has been in and out of the game today, dealing with that right arm issue. Made a good block there for ETN. There he is.
Get Pullers in front, as you mentioned. Adam Harrison in front, ETN reading the block, and then I love 2 hands covering up that football, protecting that thing, getting north and south. Well executed. And you see, look, he's got 17 rushes, 120 yards in that explosive touchdown.
It's the 9th 100-yard game of his career. We're inside of 5 minutes, so the clock rules change. In a one-possession game, Jacksonville leads. With ETN to the edge. And a solid run in this block hits him hard. Gotta check the penalty marker thrown at the 16-yard line. Warner is pleading his case to the official.
As you mentioned, the clock rules change inside of 5 minutes. If you bounce that ball, which Prefer he doesn't, but if you do happen to bounce the ball, you gotta get hurt.
Thomas holding penalty against that run. Yeah, keep that in mind, Mark. It's a great point to make when you're on the sidelines for these final 5 minutes. Here's the Thomas penalty.
Here's Thomas. When you bounce like that, you're susceptible to holding penalties. And he could have got Robinson right there, too. Or Harrison, excuse me.
That's first and 15. Lawrence in time. Up the seam for Washington. It was locked up with Jair Brown. It's up in second down and long.
That's a roll from the inside. It's just the inside slot fade. You haven't seen many shots go over the top. For either defense, everybody's playing top down, keeping everything in front.
Evans grabbed by Winters at the 36. It took 4 minutes to play. Clock continues to move, and another key third down coming up here. Suns defense, Colts offense. Here we go.
Trevor Lawrence just making a tough decision to either go for it on fourth down or not. You don't have to get the first down, but you got to get the completion. Catch and run opportunity.
Orders coming in on the blitz. Lawrence fires into strange, and he is short of the sticks. Siegel makes the stop. There's the completion down to the 29-yard line. Over here, it's about a 47-yard field goal. With the wind to your back.
He's going to work the slant route on the outside. It's double slants. He's reading that thing inside out. Bad ball placement by Trevor Lawrence. If that ball's in front, he can run through it. You see Strange frustrated there. He can run through it, but there's momentum. That's the difference between accuracy, completing the ball, and precision. Then your guys catch and run. He hits him on the front number. That almost bad. That's a first down because of his momentum.
Wind has been playing tricks with kicks all day. This is a 47-yarder for Little to make it an 8-point lead. It would still be a one-possession game. The play clock had not begun to turn yet. Logan Cook, the All-Pro, gets sent for the hole. Lost in a second. Two-time All-Pro snapper. Caleb Little coming off outstanding rookie year. Has been excellent in year 2. This from 47. On its way. Looking wide. It is. Still a 5-point lead for Jacksonville. The Niners take over. He had missed one game all year. That was last week. Cam Little unable to connect. It's just the 4th missed kick in general in 2 years in the NFL between point afters and field goals for Little. And it comes at a crucial time when the Jaguars have already left a bunch of points on the table today.
Remember, they punted on their first drive and didn't take that field goal early in the game. They go for the field goal this time and miss. And here we go. Niners alive at the end of a football game. What do you know?
Niners only had one timeout. They didn't use the timeout before that field goal. That's why there was a delay. It was not announced by the official. Here's McCaffrey. He gets held into yards out of the midfield. The clock approaches 3 minutes left. San Francisco giving new life, as you said, Mark, for yet another week in this first month of the season.
Like a luxury for Kyle Shanahan, having quarterbacks who can operate the 2-minute drill late in ball games. Mac Jones last week, Brock Purdy this week. I mean, these guys are surgical with their approach in this situation. Stealing completions, getting positive plays. It's impressive.
superstar type game. He knocked the ball loose, and Jacksonville has its fourth takeaway of the day. Foyashani Aluakid comes out of the pack.
The rest of the town is not going to expect them from the weak side. And if you are going to go with the fake, you got to stay up. Instead of cutting right there, the Ram pressure finally gets home after zone all day long. They hit on one.
And guess who made contact? Former San Francisco 49er who spent his first 9 years in the Bay Area before playing for the Jaguars. Eric Armstead getting the love from his second-year teammates. And he strikes in the Bay Area for the opposing team this time. Jacksonville on 5, still 2:47, a long way to go. And nothing there for ATN as Khalil Davis does his best Armstead imitation and gets the stop.
This is incredible.
That's the last time out used in San Francisco here. On the top side of the 2-minute warning. There's Davis making the play on ETN. While we have a moment, Carissa Thompson's got a game break.
Well, Niners fans did like that turnover, and they're not going to like this either. Rams holds tight with less than 2 minutes left. 2-2 outflow. Defender falls down. Matthew Stafford hits him in stride. No one's going to catch him. Rams win this one by 7.
So the Rams get a key victory. It's still a big log jam near the top of the NFC West. Seahawks got the win Thursday. They're 3-1. Niners are 3-0. And now LA gets a victory today again to get 3 wins. There's Lawrence on the keeper. Is he going to throw? He ran out of bounds. So he's saying he landed inbounds and was giving himself up inbounds before he slid out. But he's going to be rolled out. Again, the clock rules are a factor inside of 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. It's 2 minutes in the first half. You see Lawrence trying to plead his case, but that stops the clock without needing the clock. That would have thrown the clock down to the 2-minute warning, and then a first down would have won you the game.
As a fifth-year player, there's no excuse there. And he's the one that should be reminding
That's right. And not make that mistake. Now Lawrence still looking for a first down, and it's going to seal it, and it's long to slide down and take it to the 2-minute warning, and the Jaguars are going to walk out of the Bay Area with a statement victory.
Oh, wow. Trevor Lawrence is going to have a gift basket for Hunter Long. Maybe a new car. You know, he did something that big deal. Oh, man.
Long had a touchdown in this game to help the Jaguar offense get going. And Trevor Lawrence, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you bailing us out on that one. Armstead makes the defensive play against his former team. And then Hunter Long, the former divisional rival, the former Ram, does it to the Niners to take it to the 2.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than Peyton Manning. I'm also motivated, man. I want everyone here to know that you, too, can be so much more.
So I can be a chef.
Sure can.
Well, you might all just
follow your
NFL quarterback.
But I believe it. We're sure to get financial needs nationwide.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo traps. Zevo works 24/7 to lure, catch, and kill 99.9% of bugs trapped for effortless protection. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, ultra smooth taste, just 29 calories.
Hey, let's get out there.
Stay in the game with Michelob Ultra Zero.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu, which means make a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now, get a sausage McMuffin with egg meal for $5.
Gotta move. Smoke, gotta bring home. Yeah, one side. You ready? Here it comes. Yeah.
Someone once said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right.
Fantasy movies on Tubi will be free forever.
Forever?
Forever.
You're telling me I'll be a goblin in a book? Forever?
Forever.
Oh, no! Our state showdown is just getting started. Spring break, yacht party, new dude party,
Wednesday on Fox.
It is set for week 5 already. Next week, Cowboys and the Jets in the early window. So Jake Daniels is expected to come back for Washington next week as they battle the 1 LA Chargers, who suffered their first loss today. The opponent's team lit a lot of fire today. In many ways, the defense was outstanding. They played with their hair on fire as they praised goals, but they also left some moments out of the field that could have potentially shifted this game in a much easier direction. They hold on to pick up a big-time victory. The defense was huge. They had a punt return touchdown in this game. They forced 4 takeaways against Brock Purdy. Campanelli's defense has 13 takeaways in the first 4 games of the year. And for Kyle Shanahan, week after week, the injuries, everything has finally kind of caught up to the Niners, or at least it felt like at times it did today, and it's going to lead to them being knocked from the race of the FB.
And it's just exhausting when you're working with different lineups every single week, different quarterbacks. Not easy for Coach Shanahan, Fred Warner. I mean, there's no quitting that guy.
Yeah, they knocked out by Cole Van Landen there.
You see Trevor take the knee awfully slow, and so Fred Warner's like, all right, if we're playing like that, let's go. I mean, there's no quitting that fella.
How about Liam Cohen? They had a lot of miscues today again, but this is going to feel very good for Jacksonville to sit at 3-1. The Colts lost today as well, so suddenly there's a tie for the month at the top of the NFC South. Jacksonville Jaguars are going to move to 3-1 this year for just the second time in the last 18 years.
The goal here for Liam Cohen is really trying to understand how to let these guys enjoy this on the flight home, and then be able to correct some of the mistakes after a win is a lot easier than after a cross-country loss. So he's going to get an opportunity to do that as a first-time head coach. And for Coach Kyle Shanahan, it is a quick turnaround. Thursday night, they're playing a division rival in Los Angeles, the Rams. That's going to be a tight one as well.
Jaguars will take out an NFC West team, take out an NFC West team in 2 weeks. They've got Monday Night Football coming up against the Chiefs. We'll wrap it up after this.
Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people. Legal, he's messed up.
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. Or speed pants? And the control room censored it.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely and have gone, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Sounds good to work on a Sunday.
Does it,
How about dogs?
Okay. How about Peyton Manning? Fine. It's quitting time.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
say?
What do you mean?
No fees on checking accounts, no overdraft fees. Help me sleep at night. What's in your wallet?
Have you had your Hershey's?
Training day starts with assessments. First, the weight room. Squat, press, arms. Then it's straight to conditioning. How I show up here is how I show up on game days. Okay, that was clean. Then I study my playbook. Gotta stay sharp on both sides of the ball. Quick pose for the cameras. And it's to the leg where I keep my mental game strong. Gotta keep my energy right. Grab a Celsius.
The most addictive medical drugs.
Here's the number is gone. I need to find out what happened.
Jock, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
What have we got? It's a hell of a way to die, Chief.
I want a chance to solve everyone's crimes.
I know you're lying. Keep your eyes wide open, same as you might.
Murder in a small town. All new Tuesdays on Fox. And watch anytime on Blue. What an impressive performance by the Jacksonville defense. Again, they had 4 takeaways in this game, including 2 picks by Devin Lloyd. He's today's player of the game, brought to you by Royal Caribbean. 8 tackles, 2 of those takeaways got to the quarterback, all part of another Jacksonville defensive performance. They had 4 takeaways today. Devin Lloyd is with our Christina Pink.
All right, thanks so much. Devin, 2 picks for you today, which adds to the total of 13 takeaways for this defense, leading the league this season. How do you explain it?
Yeah, I mean, we go over it every day. The ball's always on our mind. And we're a very opportunistic defense. We have a lot of playmakers. And it starts up front. I think Mason got a tip on one of those for mine. And everybody just attacks the ball. We got a great unit, and I love these guys.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Impressive stuff from this Jacksonville defense led by Anthony Campanelli. Coming up next on Fox, except on the West Coast, you'll see our Sunday night lineup coming up. Next week, our Week 5 doubleheader coverage begins at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. On the West Coast with NFL coverage. Fox NFL kickoff will get us going. Mark Sanchez, Christina Pink, the wonderful women and men of our crew. Adam Green sings so long for the Bay Area. Statement win for the Jacks today.
Here's your plan today. Brought to you by Chef.
ETN. Nice cut. Big run. ETN on the throw. Strike 3 to the touchdown.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. For NFL news and highlights, go to NFL.com.
Mikey Sherrill supports the failed energy plant that tripled our electric bills this summer. Sherrill said,
You need to move into clean power. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg, but if you're a good person, you'll do it.
Mikey Sherrill, more of the same, but worse.
It's going to cost you an arm and a leg, but
Power you can feel. Comfort tuned to you. And control you can count on. Welcome to the Genesis G7. Increase the 2026 G7 for $359 per month. Exclusively at your Tri-State Genesis retailers. Where did you get the courage to do this?
Hottest temperature we've seen since July 2012.
Watch Good Day New York, weekdays 7 to 10 a.m. on Fox 5 and streaming free on Fox Local. Originality. You see it at New York, and you see it at what we do at Fox 5, like our original stories and our in-depth news reporting. That's the news we do for you on Fox 5.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
It's got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up. Oh, 17,891.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Oh, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Febreze.
I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze air vest to leave everything smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Need a chest congestion. 12 hours.
Not coughing? Hashtag still not coughing? Mucinex DM gives you 12 hours of relief from chest congestion and any type of cough, day or night. Mucinex DM. It's comeback season.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lager, cold filter, cold package. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coolers Light. Choose chill.
It's been a long week. A long to-do list. Thankfully, you have DoorDash, and top-rated shoppers will deliver groceries right to your door as if you picked them all yourself. You will have to put them in the fridge yourself, though. Put your groceries in good hands. Order all your groceries with DoorDash. This is the 2025 Nissan Rogue. With a 12.3-inch touch display, it's the most powerful Rogue ever. And has 225 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot of torque. So, Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models, or get a low $229 per month Nissan Rogue.
I remember giant. I didn't know what to expect. Lightning, things like that. I remember getting my first jersey. Had my name on it. I could feel the lights hitting my face. It's more of an experience. It's like an extra 300 cents. It's absolutely amazing.
From snacks to seeds to souvenirs, cash back on experiences you'll never forget with Chase Freedom Unlimited.
We know we can't change everything you don't like about shopping, but here at Stop and Shop, we're going all out to improve what we can.
Thank you.
We've seen you doing figure math in the store, but no more of that. You deserve a better way to save.
Heck yeah, I do.
With over 10,000 items always on sale, it's time we actually loved grocery shopping.
Justin, when was the last time you went on break?
I'm on break right now. With so many ways to save, good things are in store at Stop and Shop.
All new Wednesdays on Fox, anytime on Hulu.
Deutschland is the German name for what country? Holland. No, Germany. You are the weakest link. Weakest link. So judgy and hurtful, James. They say truth is stranger than fiction. The truth is also stupid.
Mondays on Fox.
Due to the length of this Fox Sports presentation, we now join your regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
You hurt my leg! Yeah, that's why I don't feel great. No, you shouldn't! I don't. I just said I don't. My competitive side made me into a monster, and I'm an actual monster. So if I say that,
And get down the field and get themselves into field goal position. I think one thing we've learned here in the last couple of weeks that it is very difficult with the way the kickoffs are now to stop a team from getting into field goal position at the end of the game. Daniel Carlson, 8th-year kicker, 2-time All-Pro, has twice led the league in scoring, 12 of 15 of his career on go-ahead field goals in the final 2 minutes. To try to put the Raiders in front. Jacob Obenmeyer, the snapper, A.J. Cole, the holder, the kick is blocked. Unbelievable. And Anthony down to that Vegas sideline. It was Josh Blackwell sneaking in to get a fingertip on it. Chicago Bears since week 2 of the 2023 season, and the reaction from Ben Johnson. Sparrow, that's unbelievable. You know how rare it is for an outside rusher to be the one to block. When you see blocks, it's usually up the middle. For him to be able to bend that corner, get his hands on the football, just an incredible play and an incredible finish for Chicago. We're a week after the craziness at the end of that Philly Rams game. A blocked field goal by the Chicago Bears in the closing seconds. And they're going to get out of here somehow, some way, with a second straight win. Caleb Williams, it wasn't pretty. But again, how do you navigate these ugly, physical, grind-out games? And somehow, they're going to get themselves to 2-2. The Green Bay Packers, the only team before today to have 800 all-time victories. They're now joined on that list by the Chicago Bears. 25-24, our final score here at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes, followed by Big Brother and Matlock. Now for Archie Dating, our producer Jason Ross, our director Mark.
Free run to the kick. Josh Blackwell gets the kick block coming off the edge of the Chicago Bears, improved to 2-2. Rams fall to 1-3. That's win number 800 for the Bears franchise. Congratulations to Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and all the Chicago fans out there. Congratulations. Who will get a win to start the day over DK Metcalf, 80 yards, the longest play from scrimmage in international game history, Mark Ross. Yeah, that was just to set the tone for the day where the Steelers played the best they had. They actually ran the ball today with Kevin King. Somehow, you see that's sustainable. The Vikings did, I thought, would dominate. They really were kind of holding their head. Carson Wentz experimenting, what was he do for 350, turned the ball over. So that's really was a sign of trouble there for the Vikings offense. And the Steelers defense, for at least a week, got right. Some more turnovers. It's not often you see a ball get batted down by two defenders and then one intercepted. Knock that down, and then Kenny G gets a touchdown. A solid game for Kenny G. He had 99 yards on the ground, and Aaron Rodgers successful, 24-21. The Steelers get a win in Dublin, and we've got more great international action coming up in 2025. The Vikings get back at it at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on October 5th against the Browns in this Broncos Jets on October 12th. The Rams and the Jags in a fun game at Wembley Stadium. Falcons, Colts, and then the Commanders and the Dolphins. A fun finish to our show. Into the block kick is the theme for 2025. Yeah, you gotta love it, man. You never know what to expect. It keeps everybody interested. And let's talk about today. The Giants with a huge upset win. The implosion of the Baltimore Ravens. So that makes the story there, Patrick.
Yeah, we'll see. Get an injury report as they lost multiple starters to injury today, including Lamar Jackson leaving the game with a hamstring injury. We had fun today on Game Day Live. From Mark Ross, I'm Patrick Claybon. Game Day highlights with Chris Reynolds is coming up next on the NFL Network. We'll see you next week.
It is week 4. Welcome to NFL Game Day Highlight Time. Your host, Chris Reynolds. The Baltimore Ravens hamstrung on both sides of the ball, and you will not believe what happened in the Indianapolis Colts for the second straight year. Are they teaching this thing or not? Those highlights are coming your way. But started off 3-0 against 3-0. The champs paid a visit to 100-degree Tampa Bay and the equally hot Baker Mayfield, who forced them behind for another win, right? No Mike Evans, bad hammy. 0-3 without him last year when he had a bad hammy. How about this? The Eagles, special in special teams. Cameron Latu, the block punt. Sidney Brown was the return. Last week, their final score came on Jordan Davis's blocked field goal and return for a touchdown. They're the first team with consecutive weeks blocked field goal for a touchdown, block punt for a touchdown since the 2014 Eagles. As for Jalen Hurts, didn't do much pass involvement, just fine running it. 28 yards, that's the Eagles' longest rush of the season. Takes a serious shot right there. But gets it inside the 5 in your next play. Did Sirianni bag and tricks or what? I have no idea what that is. It's the quick wide toss forward touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert. I don't think that's what they call it in the playbook, but it's 14-0. Life of the party, Dallas Goedert. We'll shuttle it to him. It's 21-3. What is it, Sirianni? Good. Third quarter, the Bucs are down to 18. Baker, no Mike Evans, but he's got his first-round rookie. A Mecca of Puka. Splitting the defenders. 77 yards on the score. Let's get going. Come on, clock's working against us, my man. Get in there. Thank you. Puka's fourth touchdown. It goes right between Blankenship and Bakuba for the score. That's impressive. Longest touchdown by a Bucs rookie from scrimmage. Next Tampa possession. Bucky Irving. Oh no, did he lose the rock? Keely Ringo with the recovery. Every turnover's reviewed. All stands. That's a fumble. Billy and Suey cried. 3rd and 1, line it up for the touch push. Saquon, that's easy. Yeah, let's see. Did both guards move on the big play? No, everybody's good. Clean. That's a touchdown. 31-13. You think it's over? Kevin Abdullah. He's the new OC. And Sirianni got that cool thing. Not bad for a pair of guys that hit Baker. Keeping it alive. What the? Bucky Irving on the left sideline going for 72 yards. They threw for 289 in those 2 touches. He's got 7 touchdown passes of at least 70 yards since 2019, most in the NFL. So Irving making amends big. What are we doing? The Tampa now down 8 in the fourth. Baker winless in 38 games when trailing by at least 11 points. I didn't come up with that stat. We'll give credit to Fox, their number 1 team. So now, at the goal line, under 8 minutes to go. Shake and bang. Move it. Go to your right. Make the pass. Just wide open and it gets picked. John Campbell, the first-round pick. You wondered what happened. It got deflected by Blankenship. We're making Blankenship. Another turnover forced by the Eagles and Baker. It's me. And Suey Eagles drive 3rd and 2. Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown, who in comments on social media afterwards held only 2 catches for 7 yards. We got a punt. Here comes Tampa's drive with 2.5 to go. 3rd and 6. Baker using his legs beautifully this year. He's already got 3 behind victories. We can get a 4th to at least tie it. 2 plays later with under 2 minutes. Get off me! 2 sacks for the Eagles on this day. 4th and 10 going for the man. It's 10-9, but well short of the first down. Don't worry about the Gabe Casper fumbling forward. That's not going to happen. Philly has won 20 of its last 21. Sirianni 4-0 for the 3rd time in 5 years as head coach. Pretty good. The Giants 0-3. They are back to the Jackson Dart, the 25th overall pick. In the start against 3-0 LA Chargers. Scoreless for the first start. He can utilize his legs. That's an 80-yard slide. Pretty good. First quarterback since Patrick Mahomes to lead their team on an 80-plus-yard drive. Good start in career. I guess if he finishes in Mahomes, leads him to go by Mahomes. He's right. He's receiving like that. He's not big. Second. 7-0. No Joe Hall. Not with a high angle break because they don't have any returns later. So the Giants getting some pressure. Jim, and where is it? Back to your left. To your left. There it is. It's the first Plus player to return of at least 30 yards since John Rodgers for Detroit in 07. There's a stat for you. Second quarter. The Giants get so excited about the possibility of this area. He grabs his right knee. Marty and Rappaport and Tom Pelissero are reporting his strong. And MRI. They think
Giants up 3. Dart. We talked about the legs, the athleticism. Go right, bounce off, cut left, get going, but slide, kid. Don't take on defenders like that. 39-yard game, but only brings it back, and it makes it worse. The doctor upstairs is like, we gotta pull that kid out. We know it's serious. So here comes the runs. You know what's gonna happen? Come on, Max. Minutes for your benefit. Plus, wasn't exactly a warm reading for him from the fans or the Chargers defense. Pretty cool, too. 4 sacks on the day, replacing the injured Khalil Mack. They eventually have to plug. Later on in the third, down 3. Holmes, Herbert, kicked by Drew Phillips. For Herbert, his first multi-interception game since the 2023 season. At the return of 56 yards a day, Holmes like, we're going. And we're going for it here. Jackson Dart to Theo Johnson. There's your first touchdown toss for the kid. The shovel pass, not super exciting, but it does the job. After converting a 2-point attempt, it's 21-10. But the Chargers have a rookie first rounder of their own. Amari Hampton selected 3 picks before Dart. He's got a nice first 54 yards, the longest touchdown run by a Chargers rookie since Natron Means in 1993. In the fourth, there's Mama Dart looking on. What's your sonny boy doing on third? Oh, gosh. I mean, he's trying to swallow. Oh, look at that. They did pick it up. Mama. That's what we're doing. We're trying to put it away. We find a change to go. Remember, the whooping toss one day. Credit to Elodie Gilman who got in there to break it up. The touchdown. Dropped by a charging Brian Burns. The Giants, the first open team to beat a 3-0 team since Kansas City bested the Broncos in 2008. Way to go, Rooks.
It's hard, you know. You feel like you should win. You have plenty of opportunities to win, and there's just plays where we just didn't make. And I think everybody just in the locker room felt that way too. Like, we know that we have really good players on our team, so I think it was just this is just a big confidence builder for us as a team to have a win like this where it wasn't easy, it wasn't clean, and we had to fight. Just like the other weeks, but this time we finished.
To Atlanta for Washington. No Tate Daniels, no Terry McLaurin for Dan Quinn. ATL with Michael Penix. First quarter. Okay, well, there was an international game in Dublin, Ireland. How about a team toss to London as it Drake? It's 10-0. He had a big day, 8 catches for 110 and a score. Bijan Robinson spin cycle. Big day for him as well. His first rushing touchdown makes it 17-7. Third quarter, 17-13. Penix perfectly placed. Charging Robinson. Give Jeremy Reeves, the footballer special teams, dude, some credit for chasing him down. Robinson are his second 100-yard receiving game this year. Then Kyle Pitts, first time in their career, Robinson and Pitts all scored the same game in 2013. Falcons, here comes the Falcons. Three out of making a second straight start. Looking for Jalen Lane, but Xavier later on in the third, Tyler Algier, I'm going to nickname him Mount Algier after he just runs one shot of Reeves and gets into the end zone. It's 31-16. That's a power back for you. On to the fourth. Fourth and 3 to the Commanders. You got to go for it. Mariota for Deebo Samuel. It's been a nice up and then deal from San Francisco. Left sideline. He's in. 2-point conversion good. 31-24. Yes, you're fired up. DQ. Next Commander. Drive after a Falcons field goal. Mariota to Deebo. That's a gain of 16. They kick the field goal with 90 ticks left. Fine. Onside kick. Hits. That'll do it. Falcons shut out last week, dropped 34 in their win on Sunday. The Colts 3-0. They head to LA to take on Matt Stafford and the Rams. We'll try to move the board over the first time 209. You need minutes. I get butts back to Universal Studios. Daniel Jones has been picture perfect this year in start. Picked off Ian Pearl earlier. Tied at 3 in the second. How about the first round pick, Tyler Warren? Yeah, he led it. Tight ends and receiving yards coming into week 4. There's his first touchdown. Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, who leads the world in catches. He's got 42 through 4 games. That is tied for the most ever. 7 plays later, Nacua, a gain of 17. Look at him power his way through on the 11th play of the drive. 2 plays later, waiting seconds of the first half, Stafford, Devontae Adams, career TD catch number 106, tied with Mike Evans for the most among active players. It caps a 13-play, 96-yard drive. Third quarter and a 13-10 Rams lead. Jones, Adonai Mitchell, spin, get past the defenders, and he has got his first touchdown of it. What happened? AD, just like JT, no TD. Remember Jonathan Taylor did this for the Colts? Oh my gosh, it's a touchback. Sorry, I have to show it, dude. That is tough. Fourth quarter, Colts down 3. Jones, Warren, one of his 5 catches for 70 yards, plows his way down to the 2. Next play, Jones, Michael Pittman, 5 for 41 in his return to Los Angeles. Of course, he went to USC at 17-13 Indy. Rams now down 7 in the 4th. Midfield with under 6 to go. Stafford, Adams, 4 sacks, 56 yards to go along with that earlier score. Gets it inside the 25. 4 plays later, 4th and 2. 11th play of the drive. Stafford, Nacua, 13 of the day, 170 in his first receiving touchdown of the year. We're tied at 20. Somebody's got really cool hair. Here comes the Colts. What about that? Coming in Sunday, Jonathan Taylor. This is how he does it. I don't know what that is on the back controller, but everybody was hitting it on Sunday. However, there's a flag. It's a hold on. Oh, no. Not A.D. Mitchell. Come on. You held on to something at least. So the Rams get the ball back. Stafford, 49 for their game-winning drive. 2-2 Atwell. His only catch of the day. 2-2. Go for 6. Down 12 to 46. The Rams are up a touchdown. The longest pass in Stafford's brilliant career. 80. No. Oh, no. The NFL league 8. Mitchell. Come on. You held on to something at least. So the Rams get the ball back. Under 2 to go. Stafford, 49 career game-winning drive. 2-2 Atwell. His only catch of the day. 2-2. Go for 6-6. Down 12 to 46. The Rams are up a touchdown. The pass in Stafford's brilliant career. 88 yards. Way to go, Matthew. That's a great job. Excellent work. So Daniel Jones doing some calisthenics to try and get his team to tie. Instead, Cam Curl has a goal around the second INT. Rams win it. They're 3-1 from the first time since 2021. All right, the 1-2 Ravens, the 1-2 Chiefs, they've arrived at the same place by a very different path. Patrick Mahomes and KC's offense hasn't gotten out of first gear, while Baltimore's defense is pulling on the emergency brake. They are dead last in total defense. So bad, in fact, it helps Lamar Jackson make some history. The 2-time league MVP, the first quarterback ever to account for 10 touchdowns and no turnovers, while posting a losing record over any 3-game stretch in a season. Congratulations, Lamar. Not exactly for losing, I understand. 7th meeting between these two, including the postseason. Mahomes 5-1. Lamar, what are they doing? Early on, prevails getting in. David strike first at 7-0, but that hasn't been the problem, right? It's keeping other teams off the scoreboard. Lamar, Mark Andrews. Look at that play by Leo Chanel. He's a great athlete. It's also the first turnover of the season for Lamar, but that's just a better play than he played. That is great. Casey's ensuing drive, Mahomes, Xavier Worthy. Boy, it's good for them to have him back. Injured on early driving. Still, he is a different man. Now second quarter, Chiefs are down 7-6. Couple of Butker field goals. End around to Worthy. Yes, it was the leading rusher for the Chiefs on this day. So twice it's been Mahomes and once it's been a receiver. 4 plays later, Mahomes and Juju Smith-Schuster. Mahomes just his 4th TD toss of the year. 13-7 KC. So what will Lamar be doing? He will go for it on 4th and 1 in their own territory with 3 minutes to go in the half. He got pressure. Didn't make any play. Turned it over on down. Spags his defense getting it done. So here come the Chiefs on the ensuing drive. Look at that touch toss. Mahomes to Kelsey. Roquan Smith shaking up on the play. He could not return. Bad hammy. Ravens down with 6 defensive starters out, by the way. Isaiah Pacheco, where you been? 250th career touchdown toss. Youngest to reach that mark for Mahomes. It's 20-7. Under 90 to go in the first half. 3rd and 1. Got to do something. Jackson does. He fumbles it. He ran into his own guy. Brooks Rankle recovers in midfield. Oh, man. He ran into his own center. The Pro Bowler, Linderbaum. Oh, man. Frustrating days for Baltimore. Just staring 1-3 right in the face. 3rd quarter. 20-10 lead for Kansas City. Mahomes to Tyquan Thornton. What a find he has been. Couldn't quite get it done in New England, but he's shaking and moving, bobbing and weaving and scoring touchdowns. 3rd straight game with one for him at 27-10. As for Lamar, get the circle off the screen, Romo. I yell at you like 3 times a month about it. Lamar scrambling, nothing. Karloftis bring it up 4th down, but remember he was sacked 7 times last week. It's a little gimpy here. Hamstring issue, which would eventually be replaced by Cooper Rush. Still waiting word from John Harbaugh on the severity of the injury. In the 4th, 4th and 2, down 17 with Lamar on the sidelines. Rush. Being Rush. Okay, well, that's a 4th down toss. Probably one back. I get it. KC, what do you got for me? Their season best in the points department was 22. 22 for an offense that was struggling. How about this? A 4-touchdown game for Mahomes. They dropped 37 on the 1 game. You saw it here on NFL Network earlier today. Carson Wentz is like sitting on Aaron Rodgers. Second quarter, it was all about the yak on this day. Rodgers. DK Metcalf hitting him on the slant, and he is gone. Second longest catch of Metcalf's career goes for 80. It's the longest of an international play. Like Carlos loving that. He's like, got a playmaker on the outside. Let's get it to him and go. He finished 5 for 126. How cool is that shot? Minnesota trying to get it done. Carson Wentz started the game with 11 straight completions. Make it 12 if you count this as one, but Deshaun Elliott played for the other team. That's not great. Steelers defense. How do you celebrate the 14? Yeah, everybody do it at home. You don't want to see me try that. I'm trying it under the desk right now. 3rd quarter, Vikings still down by 8. But I have no idea what happened there. TJ Watt picked it up. TJ Lawrence Taylor, Richard Davis, Dixon Taylor, Julius, Ricky Jackson in the 1 set. Jim Love, who also joined me. And in Gainwell, gets the call for the injured Jalen Warren. First multi-TD game of his career, finished with a career-high 99 yards on the ground. 4th quarter, all right, 3:30 to go. The Vikings down 10. Wentz, they needed this. Jordan Addison, but the huge part of this play, look at Pete Wilson, number 41, a guy who ran a 4.43 at the combine. He's a 6'4" linebacker. That tackle was huge because it cost the Vikings a minute of clock time. They did eventually score. Wentz and Naylor on 4th down.
Man, that cost him some serious time. Vikings down 3. After a failed outside kick, Steelers 3rd and 1. Kenny Gainwell does not get it. So Mike Tomlin, what are we going to do? We're going to go for it. Seal the victory. Greg Olsen was screaming on the broadcast for them to go for it. They had no intentions. They take the penalty and they punt it away. And Olsen, I'm sure the play was like, Greg, I am with you, by the way, on that. So the Vikings still with a chance. Barely 4th and 18. Their offensive line lost 2 more starters on this day. The Steelers defense started to look good. The Steelers defense also 6 sacks and Ruthway 3-1 start. Now they head off for the bye week. And the Minnesota Vikings continue to use their pass. See you next right here on the NFL Network against the Cleveland Browns. So it's Justin Jefferson and Drew against Myles Garrett. Kickoff at 9:30 a.m. Speaking of the Browns, there's the offspring. Jonathan Fitzgerald called that the offspring. I love that. Good work. Lions down 7-0. Jahmyr Gibbs. You know, their OC, John Morton, said the Browns defense is really good. They haven't faced a running game like ours. Because our receivers block. Look at Amon-Ra. St. Brown's taking it in the end zone. We're tied at 7. Kept it at 90-yard drive. Pretty good. Second quarter, Joe Flacco. Only with 1 interception on the day. Making it 2. DJ Reed, who left the game out of the park later. With the INT, takes it all the way back inside the 10. Oh, that is a big kick as Jerry Jeudy tumbled to the ground. And how do you celebrate? Yes. One game, so is this for the Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown leads the NFL in touchdown catches. He would add a couple more against the number 1 defense, no less. 20-10 Detroit. Cleveland punting it away in the second half. Khalil Raymond. Return for a score in 65 yards. Lions are up 17, and as you can tell, everybody loves Raymond. Lions were breathing down his neck. Mainly, he touched. Unbelievable day for him. A couple more sacks. Browns starting offensive tackle route. Kevin Stefanski said it. Flacco job security. It's not all on one guy. Lions now only 1 extra. All right, C.J. Stroud, no win, but a big marching in from the club. Taking on winless Tennessee. Nico Collins on 2nd and 33. Darius Sneed, come on, man. You're a veteran. You're a Super Bowl champ. Your days in Kansas City can't give up 37-yard completion. Same drive now. Stroud, 40 marks. 4th-round pick out of USC gets in there. It's all year. Tough day, tough season for Cam Ward. Get it out of the hands of Ellen Iomenor and into the hands of the Pro Bowler Terrence Stabler. First interception this year. He had 5 in each of the previous years. 10 and 46. About to give you the most interesting soundbite of the year. No joke. Here comes Houston on the ensuing possession. Stroud on 3rd and 3 to Jake Higgins. Good rookie out of Iowa State. He's got a couple of those. Zip. Here we go. Oh, that's a nice pattern. Marks could score another one as well. He had 119 total yards. Houston with just his 3rd shutout ever. It's the worst since 2010. 26-0 your final. Cam Ward, can you help clarify something for me?
We're keeping the boat right now. We has. So we hold for it. We have this one got nothing to lose. We dropped a quarter of our games and we've yet to do anything. So we have to lock in. I just want to win. When was the last time Tennessee won? I don't know. I'm trying to win. Everybody's locker room. We want to win, and we have to win. That's really what it comes down to. No matter how we got to do it. At some point, Like, we have to turn the tide, but we have so many.
Giants beat up on that beat, but they have some good news as they try to move forward up. Let's see if the return of their starting quarterback in San Francisco rock and roll. It's Jackson.
Highlights is brought to you by Wendy's. Get Wendy's $8 JVC meal deal. Limited time only. The Wendy's $8 JVC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and on your way. Number 1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's. Say goodbye to multiple daily insulin injections and say hello to Omnipod 5. It works with your CGM sensor to adjust insulin automatically, helping protect you from highs and lows, day and night. Plus, it's tube-free and waterproof. Life gets bigger when diabetes gets smaller. Request your free starter kit today. Go to Omnipod.com for terms and conditions, risk information, and instructions for use. Consult your healthcare provider before starting on Omnipod. Omnipod. Simplified life.
Todd's in the hospital.
From vaping. Promise you won't vape, Emma?
Not cool.
Wacky SICOT teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Good gods, I love native. Yo, we should give this to the mortals. You deserve native deodorant. It's got 6 clean ingredients. And it smells divine. It's not a myth. It's native.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Whatever you do it for less than Harbor Freight. 10 straight days of incredible deals going on now through October 1st.
Because here, our stars come out. It's worse than as they dissolve against together in the ground. It's something more cool. Vikings, Browns, Snows off the game. And Sunday night, it's NFL Network.
This is the second top 25 win for his Grizz already this year. Knocked out North Dakota a couple of weeks ago, and tonight take out number 10 Idaho.
Big time wins in this program. And there's the confidence level within the program that's continuing to build. There's a little bounce time right there. The goal's really, that thing's like 2 feet tall. I mean, it's big. And so it's just one of those wins where you come in, rivalry game, you see the 2 head coaches right there chit-chatting. It's just, you couldn't get a bigger win early in the season. They're going to set up for a collision course with Montana State.
So that's going to do it. For Big Sky Country, 41-30, Montana wins the Mrs. Smith College Football on ESPN, presented by Geico. For Chase Daniel and our entire crew, I'm Clay Mankrick, so long from Missoula. Welcome to ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by Ram Trucks. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. Just about set for kickoff. Bob Wischusen alongside Lewis Riddick. Chris Button is with us as well here at Scott Stadium in Charlottesville. How important is this game tonight for both of these teams? This, our playoff predictor metric. This is to reach the ACC championship game, which means you're on the doorstep of the college football playoff with a win. Both of these teams just about become a coin flip to make the championship game based on who wins tonight's game.
Yeah, there's a whole lot to gain from Virginia, as you see there. There's a whole lot to risk here for Florida State. Can they not look ahead to next week when they have a big showdown coming? They better take care of business tonight.
Amarillo's a very dangerous return, man. Won't get a chance here, though, as every kickoff this season has been a touchback so far. Florida State, the strong leg of Jake Weinberg puts it right back in the end zone. And now Chandler Morris, who threw an interception on the last drive at NC State in a 4-point loss. He got a touchdown pass right there. This
is an undefeated Virginia team potentially coming into tonight. He's had a very good start to the year.
Yeah, he's got wasn't got a lot of national recognition, but I can assure you this young man can run the football. He's athletic outside the pocket. He's a good man in his offense. He'll have a very stiff test here tonight against this FSU defense.
One consecutive year the champions at the FBS level. And Jamari Taylor, the first handoff, a former walk-on at North Carolina Central at the FCS level. He's now a countering back for UVA.
And he is a heck of a running back. Great contact balance, low center of gravity, breaks a lot of tackles, real good in pass protection. They love him.
He takes it again.
This revamped offensive line for Virginia. They've had some injuries. We'll get into it as the game progresses. Lost some of the guys that they were counting on. But they are right now battling this huge defensive front for Florida State.
The ball rolls out to the sideline. It's Jamal Henson. Another first down for Virginia.
Virginia, you're going to see here tonight, they've got some guys that can really go on the outside. Jamal Edwards, 6'3", 221. Terrell Harris, number 11. Keep your eye on him. He's a big player.
Goes Jamari Taylor. You said you like the body type differences of these Virginia wideouts, right? They all seem to fit a specific role.
That's one of the things Rick Saban always talks about. Is how you provide your wide receiver. You want guys
quality testing
on the outside, quick guys who can work in the slot, really get matchup that you like. The guys who can just burn down the field. They've got all three of those. I think you'll see
This one's fake, so quick. This is real. This one's fake, it's offside. Quick it is offside. On the wrong side. This one's on the wrong side. What are you doing on this
This is the
side?
first one I ever made.
Oh, this is the original, so the rest are on the wrong side. So this is the only real one. That's what you're saying.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, there's knockoff shit, man. The fuck? What do you do for a living?
Make stuff, bro.
Yeah, you stupid.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yo, what's up, chat? Yo, chat going crazy right now.
Made a thing where everything I do, it can like automatically post.
We out here streaming and shit.
Why aren't you watching NFL?
Chat going
I don't
stupid.
know who it is, bro.
Chat going stupid. You get a camera try now?
Bro, I'm just trying to make
Alright,
stuff.
take off this.
Your position game. See if you can pin this explosive
Ooh.
Florida State offense deep in his own territory. And we get to take a look now at Tommy Castellanos, one of the most explosive players in all college football.
Elijah Slideback's going to try and pin Florida State as deep as he can.
I think I'm gonna throw out my bed. Yeah.
That's pretty good field position on the exchange for the Noles. And boy, does Tommy Castellanos transferring from Boston College. At one point played at UCF before Gus Malzahn. They are now reunited in Tallahassee, and he seems to fit this team and this offense perfectly.
We talk about fit all the time, as you just mentioned, with quarterbacks in the places that they're playing with, and in particular with their play callers. Tommy Castellanos, Luke Fears, Gus Malzahn, Hotel has a place. And he's like he's a public figure. He feels as though Gus always puts them in the right position, always knows what the defense is going to do. Let's see what they do. Gavin Sargent is the backfield for the quarterback run. And Castellanos is tripped up after a gain of 3.
James Jackson made the stop.
Familiar with Gus Malzahn and how he likes to run offense.
Continue up tempo against Sargent. Across the 30. Tough to break down. Just about every member of the Virginia defense. Underneath Gavin Sawchuk, Kazim Moore, James Jackson. The two who are last first, but they needed help with team 13.
This offensive line for Florida State is huge. Just on the edges of tackle. Gunnar Hansen, 325. Mike
was trying to hit Deuce Robinson. On the slam, Robinson was open, but K-Mac said no.
Well, here's signature K-Mac right here. He goes 6'7". When you're going against a quarterback like Castellanos, who's just 5'11", maybe 5'10", you just got to get your hands up. If you can't get the pass rush, you got to block his throwing lanes. Make it difficult for him to find the receivers out there.
There goes Castellanos. That'll be third down. Another tackle that time for K-Mac. Third down and a long four, close to 5 for FSU.
That's a heck of a job by Richard K-Mac to go 6'7", 250 to get Castellanos down the open field. That's always the case. These are the money downs right here. You've got to keep Tommy in the pocket. Don't let it get outside the rate if you're Virginia. If you're Florida State, just keep protecting what Tommy was made of.
They bring a blitz. Castellanos moving outside to Deuce Robinson. First down, Knowles. And there's a flag down on the far side of the field as well. It'll be offensive pass interference. It looks like they'll get Deuce Robinson for pushing off. Pass interference. Offense.
You'll see, you take a look at it here. You see Deuce Robinson. He's going to get his hands extended. He's coming out of that route. Really, he doesn't even necessarily have to do that. He has the size advantage at 6'6", 223 over Donovan Platt-Jr. that he was going against. He was just 5'11". This is where Virginia wants to keep Florida State. They want to make Tommy Castellanos have to read the ball with his arm. They got to get pressure on him.
It looks full. Castellanos checks one down underneath. Magadon just to make that catch. Florida State punt. And Virginia about to get the ball back.
Feeling out process. Ball comes to the defense. Gather some intel. Just settle in here now. They can begin.
Acciamento hasn't punted in back-to-back games. The first time that Florida State fans have seen them hump the ball on the field since the Alabama opener. I guess that's what happens when you're winning games 77-3. By Cam Ross. A fun start here in Charlottesville.
Progressive Instant Home recently created a down payment assistance brand for first-generation homebuyers.
YouTube TV may drop your favorite channels. No more sports. Plus, no more Bravo or NBC. YouTube TV customers have now keep watching your favorite channels. Go to getyourchannels.com now.
Before we talk avid Big Ten blood drive ideas, let's get in the competitive spirit with the scavenger hunt. I worked all weekend on that. Save lives and help win their school $1 million. Okay, it's in their nature. It's time for pinned messages on WhatsApp.
When Shakespeare starts to feel a bit complex and you've got questions upon questions, you can just ask Google to break it all down and even ask follow-ups so you can keep up with every twist, turn, and sibling rivalry. Spoiler alert, it doesn't end well.
With Thrivent, your personal finances aren't just personal. One's friends. Because helping and serve others is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money
community
is
debate.
So we go to Rome. The whole time I think that
You know.
and I knew he wasn't. It was basically the most unromantic romantic trip. I even ended up having to use my sister's card to pay for dinner because his card was not acceptable. The ring, but it was
Change is constant. Perspective is power. Success begins before the
Oh, I
swing.
need it. Oh.
It's about taking the
Good
right
dude.
shot, not the easy one. Skill and approach. That's how we finance businesses,
Close.
wealth and retirement, and win championships.
Oh, yeah, about to make a bunch of black too.
Ask what if.
Yeah, the black. Oh, you're homework. Those stuff. I like those though.
Make it new.
College Football Primetime is presented by Ram, official sponsor of the College Football Playoff, and in part by USAA, proudly serving the military community and their families.
There's the women's lacrosse team at Virginia getting their first peek at their brand new locker room inside the brand new Harrison Family Olympic Sports Center, just opened here in Virginia. $75 million project. It's 138,000 square feet in total, and it has that new car smell, Louis. It is impressive. My son Jimmy's a runner here. He's going into their cross-country locker room. All the pictures of the kids up on the lockers, and they're still unwrapping brand new pieces of furniture in there. But all the Olympic sports here in Virginia, everything is on the rise here. Here for Florida State, Castellanos, tunnel screen, Makai Yancey. He's a track star in his own right. Flag out. As he was not able to flash his speed there. We'll have to check the penalty marker. Yancey, track star. He's getting a block in the bag. Offense. On the center, Luke Pettibone. Again, another one of these transfers, you're going to see him right here. The guy who they consider to be the hub of this revamped offensive line that has so much experience. You're going to see it. He just can't quite get position. On safety, Devin Neal runs and hit him in the back. 750 moves so far earlier. Florida State put them in long down with this situations. Running right behind Sancho. Up the middle goes Sancho. Lost the football. It is loose. There's a pile up for it. Virginia thinks they have it. Well, the officials did not signal that Sancho was down. It looked like see that left hand. He's coming in with his chin thrown for the ball as he's going to the ground. No knee on the ground. When he just touched the ground, so the ball may have started to move. And Fisher K-Mac was the last out of the pile with the football. Micah Pettis, the right tackle, trying to explain to Mike Norvell what he thought happened, but watch 55, Anthony Britton with the ball.
Move your car without removing it all. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson. Now for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Pico thought she was an insomniac, but actually, she was just a workaholic. You will need to take time off. We made to save you time with easy-to-load packages. Expedia made the travel. Hockey is here. The Bricklanes here. Beards here. The backhands, all here. Comebacks are here. Bluetooth is here. Barn burners, thousands of them. Trade alerted, here. The fans, here. The Stanley Cup, yeah, you guessed it. It's here. ESPN.
team to do it all again. Welcome to the wild world of college game day.
All right, guys, let's stand up. Really hope you some fumble recovered by the defense. We have a clear recovery by the defense.
Thank you, James. Showing you coaches in zone. You see the ball that's loose there. And there's nothing that will show his
Nothing the body part down. So his elbows are up and his knees are up and his points.
Nothing for TV.
So we're just trying to get everything that's coming in from TV. Copy that.
Nothing else is coming. Nothing else is coming.
So at this point, we have nothing to do to overturn that. I believe the only question I'm trying to identify is the left elbow. I like the low coming from the back part for the elbow. That's the best. And then I feel that's 55. So I'm right now looking on the field is up elbow. We all agree that.
Replay C is a snow guard at the end of the
And that's DB.
Replay C. Replay C. Replay C. Replay C.
Oh, replay C.
Take a look at the time, do the middle of the water.
Okay, that's
And Jack does not have chance for coming in now.
okay. I like upheld, Mark. Yeah, I agree. I'm just looking at this one right here. Ruling on the field is upheld. I agree. Yes, we're good. All right, guys. Upheld, thanks.
Nate Black, our referee. About to tell the crowd here what you know.
It's upheld. It's first down. Virginia.
So our thanks again to the UCC Operations Center, Nate Black, the referee, allowing us to eavesdrop on that.